Hello YouTubers, Joe Kersey here on December 2nd, Friday, 2016 at 18:30 in the afternoon Eastern Time. My good friend Tony's off to have a shopping extravaganza with his sister and other relatives. I never could quite get clear where he's going. I think it's down to Nottingham or off. I don't think he's going back up to York this year for the Christmas thing, but I'm sure he'll make that clear in his video that he puts up at some point. I hope he has a good time. Good Lord, the man works hard. I mean, shit, he walks. Oh, anyway, just God bless him. He's a good soul. He's a good friend. I certainly want to go back and see him repeatedly here. Over next year, and several years after that. I mean, because at some point I want to get a dog, and then I won't be able to travel. But I wouldn't feel right about leaving the dog when I travel. Well, I can travel in the United States, but it wouldn't be a travel overseas. Paul dropped by. He was looking for mail that he might have gotten. I did get his truck bill, and I had put it in a separate envelope and just mailed it off today. So he ought to get that tomorrow or Monday. So he won't have a delay on getting his truck payment bill until all that address change gets squared away. That's going to be a bit of an issue for a while, but we'll soldier through that. And it's always fun. I mean, it's one of these things. Like if we could have interacted like it is when he comes over like this, I mean, we could have stayed together. Yeah. But that wasn't where it was, so that wasn't where it was. Fair enough. I'm still adapting to having to learn how to cook for just one person, and I hate to have to throw out food, but inevitably sometimes I'm going to have to a little bit. I hate that. I mean, when it turns green, you got to throw it out. I mean, even I have to say that. I'm adventurous, but but I hope I'm timing this so. Well, we'll see. If that's the worst I got to gripe about, then I'm a lucky man. God has been very good to me. God's always good to me. No shit. Oh, and then let's see. I actually wrote down some stuff here. I have two topics I want to talk about right now. It's called the passive-aggressive prayer list stuff. Passive-aggressive prayer list stuff. That's topic one. And then couch tuner malwell attempts while going to the can. That's the second topic. Second topic is couch tuner malwell attempts while going to the can. Well, I was watching this thing on Couch Tuner, Masters of Sex. I had mentioned that the other day, and And somebody called, and it was somebody from church, so I had to put everything sort of on hold, which meant that it triggered all sorts of attempts to, put malware in, and you had to sort of, try to head it off. And, okay, fine. So then I had this long conversation, well, not long, but, fairly long conversation with this woman that I really greatly enjoyed talking with her. So I spoke with her. And then I needed to send out an update to the partners in the prayer list. But before I could do that, I got a thing from our church organist that mentioned that I should have included another woman who had had a recent shoulder surgery in terms of praying for her recovery. Okay, that's fine. But I had included her the previous 2 months. And I had heard the last week or two, probably 2 weeks ago, admittedly not the most recent time, that she was doing very well and didn't even have to wear a sling anymore. Shoulder surgery, you wear a sling. Well, I really don't need to have her on this list anymore because I'd like to get this thing down to under 4 pages, to 4 pages. I've gotten it down to 5 pages with only 3 lines on the 5th page. I'm working on it. Because a lot of these folks are, they've been on there for years. You don't know who they are, So my criteria is if I don't know them, if somebody hasn't talked to me about me, recently being in the last 8 months, I'm going to take them off the list. All right. I don't think that's unreasonable. These things can just blossom, Anyway, it's really kind of a passive-aggressive thing on this, our church organist said, well, this other fellow said, oh, yeah, he pointed that out as well. Well, he's also somebody who likes to point out how I read in church. He always has these little, and that's fine. Sometimes he's got some good suggestions. So sometimes he has some good suggestions, and so I might or might not incorporate them. More often than not that I do. But a lot of times I don't. It's like, you need to put in all the citation. No, you don't need to do that. You've got the service leaflet, you're reading. They know it's coming from the Bible, you say it's coming from the book of the prophet so-and-so, or how, and they long ago, which I think is really strange in a Christian church, they took the Bibles out of the pews. What's that about? I was making the point to put one back next to my seat when I'm sitting in the congregation. They had those Bibles in the pews. It's like a return to before they didn't want the English Bible publicized. But anyway, I was going to talk about how CouchTuner tries to install malware while you go to the camp, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to say bye-bye YouTube.